Mischief and Mayhem, a Pride and Prejudice novella, written by Christie, narrated by Stevie Zimmerman. 1. Mrs. Francine Bennet was either the most foolish of women or the most cunning. Fitzwilliam Darcy, Master of Pemberley in Derbyshire, had long prided himself on being a better-than-average student of character. Despite his long track record of accuracy, this woman puzzled him exceedingly. What sort of mother would bring 3 daughters and a baby to determine the health of her eldest, Miss Jane Bennet? What rendered the situation even more confusing was Mrs. Bennet's knowing the competence of her second child, who had been on hand since the day prior, when the family had been informed of Miss Bennet's illness. Miss Elizabeth had well demonstrated her devotion to her sibling by walking the 3 miles from her home at Longbourn to Netherfield Park, where her sister had sneezed throughout the night. Upon arrival, rather than attempting to seek his or their host's attention, as most unattached females were wont to do, Miss Elizabeth had asked after her sister, then spent the remainder of the day shut up in the sick-room. Yet there Mrs. Bennet sat, fussing over her youngest daughters and the sleeping babe in her arms. In a move similar to the society matrons of London, whose most desirable goal was to attach their unwed daughters to wealthy gentlemen, the woman sought to ingratiate her eldest into the heart of his host. "Mr. Bingley, I cannot imagine Jane being able to return to Longbourn before the week is out," Mrs. Bennet sniffed inelegantly. "Why, my Jane is never ill. All in our household are brimming with life and vitality. Since her birth, Jane has been the most pleasant of all of my children." Miss Lydia Bennet, daughter number 5, loudly blurted, "Mamma, you said I was the most pleasant, I know you did. Why, only yesterday you told Mrs. Goulding how happy you were to have me as your youngest girl, for you saved the best for last. I heard you as clear as day, Mamma. So you see, Jane cannot be the most pleasant." Miss Kitty Bennet, daughter number 4, nodded her agreement. "You did say that, Mamma, I am sure you did, for I heard it myself. All of God's children are sinners, so none have reason to boast." Miss Mary, the 3rd Bennet daughter, plopped her pious opinion right into the middle of the conversation, with not one of her relatives giving her viewpoint any heed. "Girls," Mrs. Bennet reprimanded, "that will be enough. You will wake Thomas." Lydia whined, "All you ever speak about is Tommy, Mamma. I was the most important until he came along." "Lydia Bennet, you hush now." Mrs. Bennet covered the babe's ears, in a vain attempt to protect him from his noisy sisters. "His name is Thomas, like his father."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?